Thanks, mate.
Some of the challenge of playing South Africa in their own backyard.
Yeah, it's a big challenge. Something, myself personally and the team really looking forward to. Obviously, just come off the back of the Six Nations in the autumn, where we've had a lot of home games, and it's great having the Welsh support, and in the Principality it's excellent. But we're coming down here, their backyard. I'd imagine it's going to be pretty hostile, not far off, or I think it is actually sell-out crowd. So yeah, I think that's really exciting, and a huge challenge.
The challenge you're facing the Springboks back in the front row, especially in that scrum area.
Yeah, that's massive. Obviously, I think Wayne alluded to it last week. They're one of the best packs in the world. Big men, technically very good. Scrum time with the line out as well, around the park, the physical. So yeah, another big challenge for us forwards. We've got to match that with the intensity, the physicality. Otherwise it's going to be a long day for us.
Altitude, you asked about playing in South Africa, getting used to it, how in fact, preparation for it, what do you expect to be like?
Yeah, so we obviously arrived, I think it was Friday. We had a bit of a trot on the Saturday, a bit lower level. I guess just to get the legs moving, get the flight out of the legs and the back and things. And then today we ramped it up a bit more, and you can definitely feel it on the lungs. But again, I probably found it a bit easier today compared to the Saturday, sorry. So yeah, it's just the case of trying to, adapt to it pretty fast.
A lot of you haven't played since early mid-May of the season finishing there. How have you kept on ticking over in terms of facing that physical challenge now?
Yeah, as you said, I don't think I've played for a good 5-6 weeks, and that's the case for a lot of the boys. Obviously, we've been in camp. We've done a lot of physical work in the gym, running down on the pitch. So I think physically we're in a good place. Just hopefully when it comes to game time, there's no rustiness and we can just fly into it.
Well, the scrum was a big factor last time we played South Africa in November.
Yeah.
The break foot has come in since then. Is that going to be a factor now? How you found that?
Yeah, so obviously in the autumn, we played them in the autumn, and the referees at that point weren't refereeing the break foot. Since then, obviously, Six Nations time, the break foot was being refereed, and I thought we'd done well. With the tweak, it's only a small tweak, but I thought we performed pretty well. So I don't know. I think for us, we're pretty confident from how we've been scrummaging and things post Six Nations. It's just a case of trying to build on that now. And again, it's an even bigger test out here in South Africa. Like I said earlier, one of the best packs in the world. So it's really exciting for us front row boys.
You mentioned obviously about pack and respect the command. How do you look at it though as a sort of front five? Do you say we've got to respect these boys because they are that good, or is it almost a case of saying we've got to try and forget about that? Don't show them that much respect on the five too?
Yeah, obviously you do have the respect is there because, as I said, they are very good scrummaging outfit, but at the same time you can't give them too much respect. Obviously we want to be competitive, and we want to take it to them as well. So it's a fine line. For us, I would say we haven't really thought about it too much or spoke too much about it. It's more getting our process right and what we want to implement onto them. And hopefully if we do that and to the best of our ability, then we hopefully should be right.
Hopefully, I guess from your perspective, you want the game to be pretty open. You're obviously pretty good on the loose yourself in terms of punching those holes and attracting defenders. Is that something you'll look to do as much as possible?
Yeah, I guess so. If the opportunity's there for us to be playing and throwing the ball about, I think we will do so, but only if it's on and on our terms, I guess. We know their threats. They obviously kick a lot, very physical. So yeah, it's just trying to get a game plan to counter that.
Any other questions?
There's someone like Stephen Jones who has spoken about what sort of awaits you guys in Loftus and Victoria with the full crowd that expected, and obviously a World Championship Springbok team.
Yeah, well, obviously we have touched on it, you know, in meetings and things, and you know we have spoken about it. But to be honest with you, a lot of our time has been spent on, you know, focusing on ourselves, and just trying to get, you know, everything our end right. Obviously, we all know, you know, it's going to be a hostile place to play. As I said earlier, you know, myself personally, I'm really excited for that. It's a huge challenge, as you said, against the world champs. Don't really get much bigger than that.
How much confidence have you taken as you got from your recent results against matches against Springbok Swedes being quite close?
Yeah, obviously in the autumn we run them pretty close. I think there was a sense of disappointment in the change rooms, you know, post match. You know, that we kind of let it slip. But again, obviously, you know, the Springboks played well. So yeah, we can take confidence from that, and you know, hopefully build on our out year starting this weekend.
Alright, you're playing against a side who pride themselves on their defence and willing to defend native as to how important is it mentally to stay focused and to not panic if you don't get the ball quite early?
Yeah, yeah, that's a big thing. I think the key thing is not to overplay as well. You know, I think we've got, you know, great decision makers at 9, 10 and backs. You know, they'll be the ones pulling the strings. If they feel that, you know, we might play 3-4 phases and we've not really gone anywhere, we might go to something different, you know. So I guess for us forwards, we kind of just, you know, listen to what the game drivers, you know, are saying, and follow them.
And on those decision makers, how important has it been to lean on some of the lads we hear a year ago? Quite a pressure like how much do you like them to
Yeah, obviously they've got great experience. You know, someone like Bigsy, you know, obviously played in the lines down here. Alan Wynne, Wynne Jones. Yeah, there's quite a few lads. So yeah, they know what it's all about, and you know, for someone like myself, I would pick the brains of them guys and ask them what to expect. But you know, as well, obviously I played against the Springboks in the autumn, so I have you know, a fairly good idea, you know, what it's about. You know, it's a physical, you know, hugely demanding game, and that's something I'm looking forward to.
We'll do one with Thomas and then one here. So
You're a late arrival into camp, Advanced becoming father for the second time. How is he, and how did you welcome him into camp?
Yeah, we obviously all us lads, we were, you know, delighted that you know, he's got a newborn and mitts, and the whole family's doing well. So yeah, everyone's just, you know, shook his hand, welcomed him back in, and you know, he's straight back to normal today, back out in the training paddock. So yeah, as I say, he's at the flick of the switch and get back into rugby mode, and bet he can't wait to get home back to his family once this is, you know, all this is done.
okay, and last question in English.
The line-out is quite a key area for the Springboks. You guys looking to sort of neutralise that area and get a competitive advantage there?
Yeah, it's obviously that's a big weapon for the Springboks. Obviously they get a lot going from, like, you know, the driving line out. They're very effective at it. I thought we'd done well in the autumn. For the majority of the game, I think it was in the last maybe 5 to 10 minutes, they conceded the one driving maul, I think. So yeah, we as forwards, we've spoken about what we need to do to try and combat that and, you know, disrupt. But yeah, no, like, that's another big challenge. You know, the scrum, set piece, line out, the kicking battle, they're all big weapons for South Africa, and yeah, we know what's coming.
Are you looking at competing more, or bracing yourselves for that line-out?
I think it will probably depend on, you know, maybe areas of the field, you know, what we decide to do, but can't say too much.
Okay, and now we'll move to Welsh questions. So handing over to Dab.
Elias, nice with the behind you after going in.
Yeah, really good. The boys enjoy it. Tywydd yn neis. Dwi ddim rhy dwy allan yma, ond Dwi ddim rhy gryf chwaith, so yeah, nice setlo mewn yn dda.
A'r paratiadau yn mynd yn iawn, cyn y prawf cyntaf yna, lan yn uchel ar y felt hefyd, barn ar gyfer yr her.
Ie, mae fe'n dipyn o her. Obviously, wnaethon ni cyrraedd ma Dydd Gwener, wnaethon ni treino bach ar y dydd Sadwrn jyst i cael y flight allan y coesau ni. A wedyn treino'n heddi to, so ni wedi rampo'r intensity lan bach mwy heddi. A ti allu definitely teimlo fe ar y lungs, achos obviously ni mor uchel lan. So it's just a case of trial i dod lan i speed mor gyflym y gallen ni, really.
Ni fath gyrraedd yn fwy'r gardd amsgyn, mae pawb yn yna. Siwr groeso, nath y boes roedd y fi?
Yeah, the boys yn chuffed. Obviously, dath e bore ddo, meddwl, nath e cyrraedd. So, yeah, obviously, boys yn delighted bod Gareth yn iawn, a obviously Mitts a'r babi bach, so yeah, no complications, so all good, yeah. A mae fe nôl yn reality nawr, dechrau treino bore yma, so back to it.
Reality, prawf cyntaf yn y dydd Sadwrn, wedi bod yn dipyn o her. Os gwendid ydyn nhw, chi'n gallu targedu?
Wel, maen nhw'n obviously world champs am reswm ynddo fe. Ond ie, ni'n cymryd hyder allan o'r perfformiad ni yn yr autumn. Wnaethon ni rhedeg nhw'n agos iawn. Gobeithio, fel wedys i, gawn ni hyder allan o fyna. A jyst dechrau gyda bang ar y penwythnos. Dechrau gloi, obviously, yr unig peth yw, so lot o'r boes wedi chwarae am cwpl o wythnosau, ond ni wedi treino'n galed a cael cwpl o wythnosau galed yn ymarfer, so gobeithio bydd gallwn ni jyst ripo mewn i fe.
Mwy falle, ond gwaith cael nhw'n gytre yn y dydd a nawr fan hyn, teimlo bod chi'n mynd i bod yn barod yn her.
Definitely, yeah. Obviously, wel, tua 5 wythnos, 4 wythnos beth la, ni wedi bod yn camp. So, ni'n gwneud lot o gwaith pwysau, rhedeg, lawr ar y car, gwaith rugby, a hefyd, achos ni chwarae lan at altitude, lot o gwaith ar y beic yn altitude chamber. So high intensity fath o training hwnna, a mae'n gwaith galed a gobeithio bydd yn helpu ni yn y test cyntaf, achos ni mor uchel lan.
Mae rhywbeth cwbl amlwg i weid, ond mae'r frwydr yna yn y blaenwyr yn mynd i fod mor bwysig yn y gorffennol, pan chi'n cael llwyddiant yn erbyn i Africa, chi'n mynd i match.
Ie, na fe, mae rhaid, well, especially i blaenwyr, mae rhaid i ni ffrant o lan, really, a fe nhw, achos ni'n gwybod maen nhw'n mynd i bod yn physical iawn. So, yeah, mae rhaid match nhw a mynd ar gêm iddyn nhw. Dim aros eistedd ni nôl i nhw dod ar gêm at ni, mae rhaid i ni mynd at nhw o'r dechrau. Ond, fi'n excited iawn i gobeithio cael cyfle'r penwythnos, ond gawn ni weld. Gawn ni gweld beth mae'r tîm yn dweud ar dydd Iau nawr.